Good morning, friends and traders. This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Today is Wednesday, July 15th. Let's take a look at the market and a few trade ideas. Okay, so the SPY yesterday closed with a bullish piercing candle, taking out that dark cloud cover Friday by closing over 50% of the dark cloud cover body. We've got some news this morning. Positive vaccine news, so that's lifting the market up a bit. I'm looking right now, everything, based on the chart, everything with the trend still moving up here, with the fact we're over this little resistance hump of about 315.60. Right now, I'm looking at a target of 325.80 on the SPY. For the diamonds, yesterday, it looks as if the diamonds fared much better than the SPY. So the Dow 30 really is starting to climb here now. Once we get through, which we're already gapping through today, of 267.40 on the positive news and positive futures up, watch for that 276.30. This top to be challenged, the June 8th top to be challenged, and then I'm looking at about 288 for a target on the diamonds here. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM closed yesterday inside our little wedge that we've drawn here. Bullish Hiromi, it's gapping up this morning. Excuse me. And the next target I see is about that 148 area. Then I would suspect we challenge the top up here, and that's assuming the bullishness stays in the market, which the bullishness has been in the market outside of a few little down days. Okay, let's take a look at, let's see here, FNGU. And I believe this is a chart we really ought to keep an eye on, as it is what has led this market up with the big tech. So we had a monster bearish engulf after a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal run up. The bearish engulf looks as if it just represented a little bit of profit taking. Yesterday we came in with a very nice hammer up here. Now, I do think we still need to get through 142.65. That would challenge the 153 area with positive trading above that. Watch for that 180 area to be challenged. Keep an eye here. I do believe the market will go in the direction of FNGU in the near term. So if FNGU, the FANG index, starts to falter and fall down in short order, I do believe the market will follow just a little bit. On the other hand, if this continues to show bullishness, which right now it does, then the market will follow it up as well. Let's look at some VXX. VXX had a nice start. Let's get my pen out. We had a very nice start of a chart pattern moving up. The sellers came in, good news came into the market, and that's driving the market higher. That's taking the volatility index or the fear out of the market, and it looks like we're opening up a little lower. We're probably going to test in that lower bullish candle area today, maybe even lower. We'll have to watch for that. Okay, let's take a look at a few charts. Couple things I want to remind everybody of when we're looking at these charts, and I'm putting them on the watch list and considering them for trades. What I'm looking for are trades down the road, not necessarily quick pops, immediate pops. I'm looking for swing trades up. For instance, Home Depot, I'm looking for a target of about 284, 285. We'll call it 285 up here, with follow through off of today's candle. Now, a little bit later, what is it, about 9 o'clock in the morning in the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room. I will cover these again live with members, and that's where I'll be covering entries, possible exit points, and support points. Okay, so Home Depot, I'm looking for 285 here. We've got a nice bullish trend that has been working. It looks like we went a little sideways, and now we're testing this top right there. Draw a line straight across. You can see how we're testing that. So what I'm looking for is that breakout, probably some consolidation, and then a move up. McDonald's. In last night's webinar, someone pointed out McDonald's. I think that's a very nice looking chart. Right now, that's a bullish move. It looks like we're popping up a little bit. We've got our bullish chart pattern that we really like. Our trend indicator is starting to turn up a little bit. Above 194, I'm looking at 212, 213 up here above 194.40, and I'm not. Let me start this again here. Pretty much anything above 286.65, I'm bullish on McDonald's. Remember, we always want to wait for our chart patterns to come into play and the charts to come to us, and I'll be discussing that a bit more live in the chat room this morning before the market opens. General Electric, ticker symbol GE, maybe setting up here. Nice little bottom we've got cooking right here. Nice constructed bottom. Possible W pattern. That possible W pattern, right? Just like that. What we're looking for is a breakout. That's actually doing it pre-market. Let's see if it holds. And if it holds, watch for the 755 area. Whoops, let's go back to that. Sorry about that. Let's get back to that chart. So above 755, I would be looking for a challenge of the top of 857. Another one is Fitch, FTCH. Real quick, I want to remind everybody too, we are in the middle of earnings. Well, actually, we just started earnings, the first week of good earnings. So be very, very careful when you trade. Make sure that you are you're aware that earnings are coming up. Make sure you understand the date. Make sure you understand what happens if the earnings are bad. And, of course, understand what happens if the earnings are good and what the charts will do. So it's very important to be cautious in trading earnings during earnings season. So a lot of caution there. Okay, FTCH, beautiful trend. Here we've come up, a little bit of consolidation. The trend has just kicked off again. We've had a very nice up, back, back. That's just picture perfect of my favorite trade pattern right here, where we're up, back. We're in the 3/8 trap. Hey, speaking of the 3/8 trap, my friend Doug Campbell is doing his 3/8 trap class today. And today it's at 2 p.m. Eastern, and there's still about 5 seats left, I think. And we'll get an email sent out on that this morning. So watch your email. And if you'd like to be part of that class, just let us know, okay? Thank you. All right, so beautiful 3/8 trap setup with a very nice hammer bouncing off our trend indicator line here. I'm looking for 27.80. Man, that puts it about a 35% trade. Excellent swing trade potential here and earnings on the 13th. Johnson & Johnson, now it has earnings coming up in about 6 days. Again, make sure you're willing to trade through earnings if you're going to trade this, or it can be traded and be out of earnings or out before earnings starts. So here's J&J, nice little downtrend. We've come back up. We've actually put in a very nice a constructed bottom here. And here we are again with that favorite trade pattern where we go from a low to a high and then we consolidate. What a great place to have been buying. Of course, we are under the trend line, so want to be careful with that. Now that we've broken out, let me change the colors here. Let's go to blue. So now here's our run up, and it looks like we're gapping up this morning. What we want to see now is a little bit of consolidation, and then we'll look for an entry in there. While I'm looking for a 160, 170 maybe dollar target up here, there's plenty room to find an entry in this area. Now, it's been a gap 1, 2. We're gapping up 3, and if it closes, I'm going to count that as another day higher. So we don't want to be buying this high. We only want to buy on consolidation. Little rest like this. See how we rallied up and then rested? Here we're rallying up. Let's wait for that rest, and then we'll shoot for that 160 target up there on J&J. Space. I talked about space the other day, and we better put a line right here. There we go. Space is setting up now to challenge and bust out of this $20.50 mark. So that happens, I would look for 24.65. Right now we've got a nice little bullish trend. Our trend indicator is pointing to the green side and pointing up. We've got a nice little rally, consolidation, rally or pop, and consolidation. So I'm going to be looking for an entry here to challenge that 2050. I'm not interested in closing it here. I would be more interested in closing it up here at 24.65 with some profit. Also, we might want to put a line right in here around 28. So it might be one of those trades where it runs up, you sell a portion, hold a portion perhaps, that's what I might do, and then look at 28 on space, SPCE. Coke is setting up. Nice doji continuation pattern. You can see here we have a nice little bottom constructed down here. Not to the penny a double bottom, but darn close. Very nice bullish candle. A little doji followed by a bullish engulf yesterday. We're gapping up a little bit. So now what I'm looking for is above 24, 47.45. Forgot to put my line up here. There we go. I would be looking for a challenge of the 49.80 area where we've got a nice double top up there. So I'll look for that up there. Nice trade on Coke. The gap up, I'm not going to be jumping into this right away. I'll wait for a little bit of a rest and then look at that buy. Amgen, currently long Amgen. Picked up some Amgen yesterday. Actually, I was in Amgen on the day before yesterday. The scanner started pointing to a nice bullish chart, which it was. Then the market got hit with some negative candles, negative price action, and Amgen pulled back. I chose to get out of it while I basically still had skin on my face. I didn't want this thing to gap down. Good thing, here it gapped down. We did find buyers, and I did buy it back. So we're up nice on Amgen right now. It looks like we might be opening up a little bit higher. So right now I'm looking for 260. Past 260, I'm looking for 271.5 and almost 277, 278 up here for a swing target on Amgen. Bud, little Bud here. Bud is setting up. So we've got a nice little bottom right in here that was constructed. Buyers stepped in. We rallied us up. Nice pullback to the trend indicator into the T-line. And we're just doing that same old move right now. Here we are gapping up. So right now would be looking for some consolidation. And the consolidation can be sideways. Ultimately, around 58, 59, and then up to about 63 for some targets on Bud. ABBV. Almost got into ABBV yesterday. A lot of members did. Now I really wish I did. With 103 as a target, and there's probably 103, this could get to 110 real fast. So we're just going to put 110 up there. There we go. So what I'm looking for is up. If it gives me a little bit of a rest in the chart, I'll take that as a buying opportunity, and I'll be looking at ABBV for an entry. Maybe take some off at 103 and then probably close a position at 110 with a really nice base hit there. JP Morgan. I'm liking JP Morgan here. We've been in this downtrend. We've been in this downtrend here, and now it looks like that downtrend is changing. Bullish, the bulls stepped in. We've got some consolidation that went on the last 2 days. Looks like we're opening up just a smidgens higher up here. And first target I'm looking at is 104, 104 and a half maybe. Probably should put this up a little up there. So 105 perhaps. Then let's get up here into 110. So we're looking about 110.50 for JP Morgan. And the last one I have is XLF. First target I'm looking for is 25, and then up here to challenge about 26.75. And this could certainly, absolutely go higher. Next target would be around that 27.80. Here we've got a nice bottom. Nice bottom that's put in right there. Nice little double bottom. Also, I just saw a bullish W pattern. And there's the bullish W pattern here. And we're breaking out, so the bullish W pattern is complete now. Very nice chart. Remember to let the chart come back to you. Don't chase. It's important to don't chase. It doesn't matter how bullish the market is getting. Don't let it heat up and suck you in. Make sure that you wait for a chart to come back to you, or you're finding charts that have pulled back. And that's what we do during the day with the scanner. The scanner finds us charts that are right at that edge, and then they're really ready to pounce, or they're at the edge and they've just started to climb up here. That's what the scanner does, and it helps us to get into some of these at some really cool entries with some really nice profit targets ahead. All right, everyone, I want you to have a great Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the trading room. You guys take care. See you later.